ask questions.
Shalom, shalom. I'm Kaya from GMS Camp out here in Phoenix, Arizona. First, I want to give his all praise, glory, and honor is to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rahak Wadash. Of course, I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders that have taught us this truth and rule well. I want to say shalom to the Akwath and Akim out here. Just came across this. See, these devils are saying what they saying if you paying attention. So I'm just going to let it roll right out the, as it says here, the horse's mouth.
Now you are doing yourselves this transition into a new faction, and you leave behind a legacy of having transformed the world into I would say, into an information society. Now, if you look forward and at your next career step, career may be not the right word here, but at your next life phase, what would you like to see as your legacy in 10, 15 years?
Of the new work?
Of the new work,
yeah.
Of your new function.
Well, I set very ambitious goals because I'm quite optimistic. If you look at, say, the 20 diseases that our global health program goes after, I'd hope that within 15 years, over half of those, we could have had a very dramatic impact. Some of them will prove to be harder than others. For example, AIDS, we will have made an improvement, but not the dramatic improvement probably in that time frame. Malaria, perhaps, and a number of the other ones, we have things in the pipeline. So, huge change in the mortality rates in developing countries, which then has this effect of reducing population growth. That's this big benefit that then makes everything like education and nutrition a lot easier. So I have very high expectations there. And we actually use these dashboards internally at the foundation to make everything be quite numeric. We're trying to be rigorous about that and even share those so that people can see, oh, you fell short of what you had in mind, and then we get to explain if we have any lessons that might be learnable from other foundations. So I think there's some things about how we go about things that I hope those learnings can have an impact. There's the specific work in the different divisions, health, development, and the U.S. education work. That in 15 years, boy, by then we will have spent a lot of money. $3 billion a year, 15 years, that's adds up. And for that, people should have a very high expectation of what we can do.
Thank you, Bill, for having brought to us this evening a very enlightened, view of capitalism. I hope many will follow you. We will facilitate it in any case, because that's the mission of the World Economic Forum. And I'm looking forward to, if I may say so, to welcome you back in your new incarnation next year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, isn't that something? Now, this is something that's on YouTube. I'm not YouTube. This is something on TikTok. This is just for educational purposes. I'm not getting paid from this or anything of the sort. Just showing something that was on TikTok. Because we know about YouTube. Talking about misinformation. I didn't say anything about any misinformation. This is as it said, out the horse's mouth. Anyway, moving on from that, let's go to a few scriptures. Let's go into the book of, where I want to go. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, and get verse 16. And listen to what it says. This is Proverbs 4 and 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. At the end of the day, if you paid attention to exactly what came out of his mouth, what he said, you may have to go back over and listen to what he said. Read what's on the screen. Listen to what Gates says. Anyway, let's go to another scripture, right? We're going to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, and verse 10. What does it say? Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though, let's go to verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. You know, at the end of the day, you see what he's up to. You know, those that went ahead and trusted, who will, verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? Who's going to feel sorry for those that trusted? And you heard what he was talking about. But anyway, I'm going to say it just like this. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor is to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rahak Wadash. Shalom.